Black widow spider. The black widow spider is one of the most recognizable venomous spiders in North America. Adult females are glossy black with the famous red hourglass marking on the underside of the abdomen, while males are much smaller and rarely bite. These spiders prefer dark, undisturbed places like woodpiles, garages, crawl spaces, outdoor furniture, sheds, mailboxes, and even children's toys left outside for long periods. Despite their fearsome reputation, black widows are surprisingly shy and almost never bite unless they are accidentally trapped against the skin. Their venom attacks the nervous system and can cause severe muscle pain, cramps, sweating, nausea, and abdominal pain. Most healthy adults recover completely with medical treatment, but young children, older adults, and people with weakened immune systems may experience more serious symptoms. Wearing gloves when working around storage areas and checking outdoor equipment before using it greatly reduces the chance of an encounter. Brown recluse spider. The brown recluse is another medically important spider found mainly across the central and southern United States. Unlike the black widow, it lacks bright warning colors and instead blends into its surroundings with a plain brown body and a dark violin-shaped marking near its head. Brown recluses hide inside cardboard boxes, closets, attics, storage bins, basements, garages, and occasionally beneath rocks or logs outdoors. They are nocturnal hunters that spend the daytime hidden away. Their venom contains enzymes capable of damaging skin and underlying tissue, although many reported brown recluse bites are actually caused by infections or other conditions. When genuine bites occur, some remain mild while others develop into painful wounds over several days. These spiders almost never bite unless pressed against the body inside clothing, bedding, or shoes. Shaking out stored clothing and inspecting items that have been left untouched for months can help prevent accidental bites. Bark scorpion. The Arizona bark scorpion is the most venomous scorpion in the United States and is responsible for thousands of stings every year across the Southwest. Unlike many scorpions, it is an excellent climber and can scale walls, fences, and even ceilings. It often hides beneath rocks, flower pots, firewood, tree bark, outdoor furniture, and inside cracks around homes. At night, bark scorpions become active in search of insects, making warm summer evenings the time when people are most likely to encounter them. A sting causes intense burning pain, tingling, numbness, muscle twitching, and occasionally breathing difficulties, particularly in children. Although deaths are now extremely rare thanks to modern medical care, the sting can be extremely painful. Keeping yards free of debris, sealing cracks in foundations, and checking shoes before putting them on are common precautions in areas where bark scorpions are found. Copperhead snake. Copperheads are among the most widespread venomous snakes in the eastern United States and are responsible for more snake bites than any other venomous snake in the country. Fortunately, they also possess relatively mild venom compared to other pit vipers, and fatalities are extremely uncommon with prompt treatment. Their copper-colored bodies and hourglass-shaped markings provide excellent camouflage among dead leaves, mulch, gardens, and wooded backyards. Most copperheads remain perfectly still when approached, relying on camouflage rather than fleeing, which is why people often step dangerously close without realizing it. They feed primarily on rodents, frogs, insects, and small birds, making them beneficial predators despite the risk they pose. Most bites happen when someone accidentally steps on one or attempts to move or kill it. Giving the snake plenty of space is almost always the safest response. Rattlesnakes. Rattlesnakes include dozens of species spread across much of the United States, especially in the Southwest, Great Plains, and parts of the Southeast. They inhabit deserts, forests, grasslands, rocky hillsides, and increasingly the edges of suburban neighborhoods where rodents are plentiful. Their distinctive rattle serves as an advanced warning system rather than a threat, allowing larger animals to avoid stepping on them. Not every rattlesnake rattles before striking, however, so caution is still necessary in suitable habitat. Their venom varies between species but generally damages tissue, affects blood clotting, and can become life-threatening without treatment. Rattlesnakes play an important ecological role by controlling rodent populations that would otherwise spread disease and damage crops. Wearing sturdy boots, staying on trails, and never reaching blindly into rocks or brush are simple ways to reduce the risk of an encounter. Coral snake. Coral snakes stand apart from other American venomous snakes because they belong to the cobra family rather than the pit viper family. Their bright red, yellow, and black bands warn predators that they possess highly potent neurotoxic venom. Fortunately, coral snakes are secretive and spend much of their lives hidden beneath leaf litter, loose soil, fallen logs, and underground burrows. They are generally reluctant to bite and often attempt to escape when disturbed. Unlike pit vipers, coral snakes have small fixed fangs and usually need to maintain contact to deliver a significant amount of venom. Even so, untreated bites can interfere with muscle function and breathing, making immediate medical attention essential. Because several harmless snakes mimic their colors, it is safest to avoid handling any snake with similar banding unless it has been positively identified. Cottonmouth. The cottonmouth, also known as the water moccasin, is a semi-aquatic venomous snake found throughout the southeastern United States. It inhabits swamps, marshes, ponds, streams, drainage ditches, and lakes, where it hunts fish, frogs, turtles, and small mammals. Its name comes from the bright white lining inside its mouth, which it displays when threatened as a warning. Cottonmouths are often portrayed as highly aggressive, but research shows they usually prefer retreating when given an escape route. Problems arise when people accidentally corner them along shorelines or attempt to capture them. Because they often bask near water, homeowners living beside ponds or canals should remain alert when walking pets or doing yard work near the shoreline. Yellow jackets and hornets. Yellow jackets and hornets are among the most defensive insects commonly found around American homes. They build nests underground, inside wall cavities, beneath decks, in shrubs, trees, and roof overhangs. Unlike honey bees, they can sting repeatedly without dying and often attack in large numbers when their nest is disturbed. Their stings are intensely painful and may cause swelling, but the greatest danger comes from severe allergic reactions known as anaphylaxis, which require immediate emergency care. Even people without allergies can experience dangerous complications after receiving dozens of stings. During late summer and early autumn, colonies reach their maximum size, making accidental encounters much more likely. Keeping food covered outdoors and avoiding sudden movements around stinging insects can help prevent attacks. Africanized honeybee. Africanized honeybees are closely related to ordinary honeybees but defend their colonies far more aggressively. They are established across parts of the southern United States, particularly in Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Nevada, and California, with occasional spread into neighboring states. They nest in hollow trees, utility boxes, abandoned vehicles, sheds, irrigation pipes, and even barbecue grills left unused for long periods. If disturbed, hundreds or even thousands of bees may pursue a perceived threat for considerable distances. Most victims survive by reaching shelter inside a building or vehicle, but multiple stings can become life-threatening, especially for children, older adults, or individuals with bee allergies. Professional removal is always recommended if a colony settles near a home. Fire ants. Imported fire ants have spread across much of the southern United States and are now one of the country's most troublesome invasive insects. Their large earthen mounds may appear harmless until disturbed, at which point hundreds of ants swarm onto the intruder within seconds. Fire ants grip the skin with their jaws before repeatedly stinging in a circular pattern, leaving painful burning welts that often develop into white pustules. While a few stings are unpleasant, hundreds can pose serious medical risks, and allergic individuals may experience life-threatening reactions. Fire ants can also damage lawns, electrical equipment, and agricultural land. Children playing outdoors and pets investigating mounds are frequent victims. Coyotes. Coyotes have become one of the most successful predators in North America, adapting to cities, suburbs, farms, and rural neighborhoods alike. They often travel through backyards during dawn and dusk while searching for rabbits, rodents, fruit, garbage, or unattended pet food. Although attacks on humans are rare, coyotes have become increasingly bold in some communities where they have grown accustomed to people providing food intentionally or unintentionally. Small dogs and outdoor cats are particularly vulnerable. Removing food sources, supervising pets, and making loud noises when a coyote approaches helps reinforce its natural fear of humans. Maintaining that fear is essential to preventing dangerous encounters. American alligator. American alligators inhabit freshwater lakes, ponds, marshes, canals, rivers, and retention ponds throughout the southeastern United States. As residential development expands into wetland habitats, encounters near homes have become increasingly common. Most alligators avoid people and quietly slip into the water when approached. Problems usually develop when they associate humans with food, either because they have been deliberately fed or because fish scraps and pet food are regularly left nearby. Large alligators are powerful predators capable of attacking pets and, in rare cases, humans. Residents living near water should always assume an alligator could be present, keep pets away from the shoreline, and never feed wildlife. Black bear. American black bears are highly intelligent, adaptable animals found across much of the United States. They possess an extraordinary sense of smell that allows them to detect food from great distances. Bird feeders, unsecured garbage cans, compost piles, fruit trees, outdoor grills, and pet food can all attract bears into residential neighborhoods. Most bears simply want an easy meal and will leave if nothing is available. However, they are immensely strong animals capable of causing serious injury if surprised, cornered, or protecting cubs. Communities in bear country often recommend bear-resistant trash containers and removing outdoor food sources during active seasons. Preventing bears from becoming comfortable around people is the most effective long-term safety strategy. Mountain lion. Also known as the cougar or puma, the mountain lion inhabits much of the western United States and occasionally appears near neighborhoods built close to forests, canyons, and foothills. These solitary cats are stealthy ambush predators that usually hunt deer but may occasionally target smaller animals, including pets. Human attacks remain extremely rare, yet they do occur, particularly when lions lose their fear of people or mistake someone for prey. Unlike many predators, mountain lions may silently stalk before attacking rather than making obvious warning displays. Homeowners living near mountain lion habitat are encouraged to keep pets indoors at night, supervise children outdoors, and avoid hiking alone during dawn or dusk when lions are most active. Feral hog. Feral hogs have become one of the fastest-growing wildlife problems in the United States, with large populations established across the South and expanding into other regions. These animals are descendants of escaped domestic pigs and wild boars, often weighing several hundred pounds and traveling in groups called sounders. They root through lawns, gardens, and farmland in search of roots, insects, crops, and small animals, causing billions of dollars in damage every year. Although they usually avoid people, feral hogs can become highly aggressive if cornered, wounded, or protecting piglets. Their sharp tusks are capable of inflicting severe injuries, and they can also spread diseases to livestock, pets, and occasionally humans. If encountered in a backyard, maintaining a safe distance and contacting local wildlife authorities is the safest course of action.